What is going on, my Pokemaniacs? So we are back with another PokéTalks episode with Garen. This is going to be episode number 6 in the PokéTalks series, and we're going to be reviewing the Lost Origin set. Lost Origin has so many things to cover. We're going to be covering the cards, the set list. We're going to be talking about the Lost Zone. We're going to be talking about the cards that we're looking forward to in terms of collectability and playability. And then at the very end, we'll talk about the chase cards that we have for each one. So first, we're going to go through the set list. It's going to be 247 cards inside of this set. It's going to include 21 secret rares. It's a big secret rare pool. And it's going to have 30 trainer gallery cards inside of it. So the trainer gallery cards have a mixture of Dark Phantasm, Lost Abyss, VMAX Climax, and this set revolves around that. There are some new cards in there that haven't been in any of the other Japanese, you would say, sets, but the most of them are compiled from Dark Phantasm, Lost Abyss, and VMAX Climax. So as of recording this video, it's one day before the pre-release event from the Lost Origin. Pre-release events are so much fun. You're going to have a build-in battle box. You're going to have to build a deck of 40 cards to be able to play inside of this tournament, you would say, at your local card shop. This is probably like my 5th or 6th time that I'm going to a pre-release event. It's a lot of fun. You get to see the cards firsthand. You might even pull something amazing from the build-in battle box. They say that you get to pull a lot more juicier things in the build-in battle boxes. And we're going to talk about the promo cards. Like, everybody's sought after card is the Gengar from the pre-release event, I would say. You got the Machamp, Finian, and Comfey in there just to spice things up a little bit. But it's super impressive. When I go, I take my wife as well. We go to the local card shop and enjoy previewing the set, and then also playing the TCG. I don't play the TCG too often in real life. So it's fun to interact with people and see how the cards are going to work and stuff like that. But Garen will obviously talk a little bit more about that. And then, as you guys know, I do box breaks. We've done box breaks of Dark Phantasm, where Garen had pulled the Pikachu, gifted it over to me. So shout out to you. We did a box break of Lost Abyss, where we got the Aerodactyl alternate art card. So that's super awesome. And we just recently did a VMAX Climax break. So if you guys haven't checked out the breaks, go ahead and do that. I'm going to be doing a big Lost Origin break September 10th. So if you guys want to go check that out, just make sure to follow the channel or follow on Twitter as well. So the next part is we're going to be talking about the Lost Zone. So what do you have for us, Garen?
The Lost Zone is coming back in this set, and it was a surprise for us all. It was first introduced in the Sun and Moon expansion, and what it is a sort of discard pile in the game where you put cards that you are unable to put back in your hand or put back in your deck. And the location of this sort of discard pile is at the top above your deck, and it's just sort of like a location where once a card's ability, once a card's special effect has been used, you can no longer use it. And in this set, there's this interesting new design with the Lost Zone cards. So it sort of has this little ribbon on the outer edge of the card art, and it sort of bleeds out into the card itself. So it's sort of like mystifying and pretty cool, pretty different, making it seem like the card is more dangerous than it actually is. And some of the awesome cards that feature Lost Zone effects are the Giratina V and V Star, the Aerodactyl V and V Star, and to set up most of the effects or abilities, you have Comfey, Sableye, and Stonejourner. And there's also a surplus amount of trainer cards. and my favorite one is the Lost Vacuum. I think
Mm.
I think you pulled a gold one in one of your box breaks.
Yeah, we pulled
Um,
the gold one on that one. Yeah.
yeah, and I was surprised like with how cool that gold card looks compared to other gold card trainer cards. But what it does is it puts um, your opponents or your cards into the lost zone. So it's sort of like a disruption card that will come in handy and will surprise a lot of players in a couple weeks. And with that, I ask you what cards you are looking for two, since you did open the Lost Abyss and the Dark Phantasma booster boxes, and now we're getting the English translation.
Yeah, correct. The things that I'm looking forward to, obviously, is the collectability side of it. It's going to be the immense trainer gallery that this set has. It kind of like nitpicked and brought like the best trainer gallery from each set. VMAX Climax had they introduced us to the trainer gallery. Um, Dark Phantasm took it a little step forward and stuff like that. But the trainer gallery is heavily sought after with some character secret rares, as they call it, as well as the Pikachu and Gengar from the Dark Phantasm set. And you also got the Pikachu V and the Pikachu V Max from VMAX Climax. So VMAX Climax for me had some of the best trainer gallery cards out there. Dark Phantasm did it well as well for the Gallade character secret rare. Um, so there's a bunch of things to look out for, but my personally would be the trainer gallery set, because you're not gonna lose interest in this set because sometimes when they introduced us or before when they didn't have any trainer gallery, you would pull the secrets and the rainbows. I know nobody likes rainbows, but in a way, you'd pull the secrets and then you were kind of done with it. The alternate arts gave it a little bit of spice, but now you're going to be able to look for um, character secret rares, character rares, trainer gallery, like the actual trainers from the trainer gallery. You got VMAXs, and you got some gold Pikachu and Mew VMAX from the trainer gallery as well. Just like the Urshifu VMAX gold cards and the Calyrex VMAX gold cards as well. So, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward mainly to just cards that have interesting effects. Um, One of my favorite Pokemon in the actual main series game has been Porygon Z, as well as the other Porygon 1, Porygon 2. And this time around, they're actually getting cards with awesome abilities and awesome special effects. So the regular Porygon will be perfect for setting up. The Porygon 2, because it's a stage 1 Pokemon, it would be perfect for a Zoro box deck. And the Porygon Z will be perfect for disrupting your opponent's strategy. There's also Komala, the cute koala Pokemon from
Yeah.
Sun and Moon. And it's gonna have an ability where if it gets knocked out, your opponent can't take a prize card. And I think it has to either be affected with a special condition or just be affected by sleep. So you pair that with a Diancie, and it would make perfect setup, so your opponent doesn't take the upper hand in case you're drawing poorly or you're bricking or you're in top deck mode.
Mhm.
There's also new energy being included in the set as well. Gift energy will come in handy also when you're drawing poorly.
Mhm.
And like you mentioned before, the Gengar is going to be very sought after. It's
Mhm.
one of those abilities where it'll come in handy, but be very annoying to play against. Um, its ability lets you put Gengar straight from the discard pile onto your bench, but you have to put, I think it's two damage counters on
Mhm.
it, and it'll just come in handy with certain decks and certain strategies. And then, as some of you may know, the 2022 World Champion features a Flying Pikachu VMAX,
Mhm.
and with the introduction of Magnezone V and B Star, we might see it replace um, the Pikachu just for the prize output, because Flying Pikachu VMAX gives 3 prize cards, and a V and B Star give 2. So we might have to wait to see what strategies players come up with. But for now, I don't really see it replacing it. It might be a fun deck to play with, but it might also just be just a deck that eventually find a way to go away and be forgotten about.
Mhm.
Um, what chase cards are you looking for? Like, what are your main chase cards?
So for me, there's a plethora of things that you could choose for the chase cards. It's just gonna be like a kid in a candy store trying to pick through all these cards that I want. I want all of them, to be quite honest with you. But my chase cards, my top three chase cards are going to have to be the Galarian, Berserker, alternate art out of the four alternate arts. But I wouldn't be mad to get either one of those alternate arts, to be quite honest. And then will be the plethora of Pikachu cards in here. So this is awesome, awesome for the hashtag Pika Gang, because we're going to be chasing all the Pikachus from the Pikachu. That's the Dark Phantasm Trainer Gallery. The Pikachu V from the VMAX Climax, Pikachu VMAX. I do have the Pikachu VMAX from VMAX Climax already, but we're going to be chasing that in English as well. And you got the Pikachu Gold card that I'm going to be chasing. I'll lump all that into my second spot. And then the third spot, I'm going to want to pull the character secret rare Gallade that they have on there. It's super nice. Me and my friend, or the friend I grew up with, we both like Gallade. He likes Gallade a lot more than I do, but I share it as well. It's a very, very awesome card to get. And I know in the Japanese sets it was so hard to get because it was a character secret rare. So let's see how we or how many packs we get or have to open before we pull that card. So, what cards do you think, Garen, will modify the game in your opinion, or would be game changers in your opinion?
So the Thorn card really is one of those cards that I'm gonna keep an eye out because it might be used a lot. And what it does is switches one of your current Pokemon in play with one in the discard pile, and it really comes in handy, um, especially late in the game when you are about to win, but you just need a Pokemon in your discard pile and you don't have any way to retrieve it. The next gameplay item are that I hope to see will change the game are going to be the new Radiant Pokemon. The 3 Radiant Pokemon in this set are the Gardevoir, the Steelix, and the Hisuian Sneasler. And each one pretty much does its own thing. Gardevoir multiplies the uh, psychic energy cards. So if you have one on one Pokemon, it technically counts as two.
Mm.
Um, the Hisuian Sneasler multiplies the poison counters
Mm.
on your opponent's Pokemon. So instead of one, you count it as two.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Steelix just pretty much has its own attack. Well, that will really come in handy. And like we've seen before, some of these attacks are really, really strong, and it only costs one energy card.
Wow.
But the deck that I hope to see will be the next big thing with this set is going to be the Zoroark V and V Star. The V Star pretty much has a recycled attack from previous sets, and it does damage times the number of something. So this time around, Zoroark V Star will attack, will do 50 times damage times the number of Pokemon you have with damage counters on it. I'm not sure how much it maxes out at, but without any items or any special stadiums or any other special effects, you could potentially do 300 damage.
Mm-hmm.
No, 250 damage. Sorry. Because I think it's bench Pokemon. I'll need to double check, but you could either do 250 to 300 damage, and that's enough to knock out a V-Star. And if you play your cards right, that's enough to knock out a V-Max. So it's gonna do a lot of damage with the proper setup. And I can't wait to play the Zoroark V-Star, or the Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, because it's also one of my top favorite Pokemon of all time.
It's awesome. So there you go, guys. That is the preview of the Lost Origin set. Just want to remind you guys, I am doing a box break for the Lost Origin. If you guys want to get some packs, it'll be linked down below. But yeah, thank you so much, Karen, for sharing your opinions and your expertise on the TCG side. And we'll catch you guys on the next one, where we will preview Incandescent Arcana. And then we will review the Lost Origin after the set comes out and after the cards are played and collected, to see what went up, what went down, what we were right on, what we were wrong on as well. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.